Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Udapatakalam Shri Guru Vaishnava Shri Rupam Sagrajadam Sahagana Raghunatha Tam Sajiva Satam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Bhagan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishada Vinamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namaste Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shri Krishna Sudevi Pranamami Hri Vancha Kalpatarubesha Prabhasindu Evajan Patitana Pavani Vaishnave Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhudale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prasharini Gurvishesha Shunyamadi Pasha Divesh Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna, is my voice clear? Ganesh Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, voice is clear, Mataji.
Not able to hear.
I hope it's clear for everyone.
Hare Krishna Prabhu?
I hope it's clear for everyone, Mataji. It's very clear for me.
Yeah, now it's fine. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we'll start with chapter 7. So this knowledge of the absolute. Okay, so here the first 3 slokas is, so there's 30 slokas in this chapter. First 3 slokas says about the importance of process of hearing about Krishna. So, okay, we'll have a brainstorming. So what do you think? Is it really important to hear about Krishna? Why? Yes, Suma Mataji?
That is the first step of devotional service, Mataji, as Shravana.
Shravanam, Kirtana, Vishnu Smaranam. So Shravanam is the first step. Okay, any other points? Is there some other reason that we should hear about Krishna? You can unmute and say.
Krishna says, no, Mataji, in 4.9, those who know the transcendental nature of my birth and activities will not get rebirth again in this material world.
Yes, very good. So that's why Janma Karma Jame Divam, to know about Krishna and to get liberation. So we should know about Krishna. Okay, so as it is said that we have 2 ears and 1 tongue. So we should hear more. Everything starts in the school and all will go. First we hear, submissively. Hearing, there's different ways of hearing. You can hear through 1 ear and leave through the other. The most of you in my class are doing. Some of you hear and then without analyzing, they just speak. And like in exam, they just mug up and they just reproduce. But there is only few who actually hear, take it to the heart. So that's real hearing, submissive hearing, right? Shrivata Sakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana. So this, what is the link between the chapter 6 and 7 is, in 7.1 purport it says, the first 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita is basically about Karma Yoga, right? And now we start Bhakti Yoga, 7 to 12. The living entity has been described as non-material spirit soul capable of elevating himself to self-realization by different types of yoga. And at the end of 6th chapter, it is saying about the Ashtanga Yoga, concentrating the mind upon Krishna, right? Right? So that's what Krishna says. And then also he says Krishna consciousness is the highest form of all yoga, or the Bhakti Yoga. Yoginam abhisarvesha madhave andaratmana shraddhavan vajite yoma samemakta yukta tamomadaha. Okay, so then 7 to 12 chapters is basically about Bhakti Yoga. Krishna explains Bhakti Yoga elaborately. Why did Krishna keep Bhakti Yoga in the middle then? The first 6 chapters is Karma Yoga, last 6 chapters Jnana Yoga. Why Bhakti Yoga in the middle? Why not in the end or in the beginning? Because it's very important, no? But why did he keep in the middle? Raise your digital hand. Yeah, all of you can speak. Yes, Aarti Mataji.
Mataji, because it is very confidential. And in one of the lectures I had heard, like Prabhupada said, like it's like a sandwich. The first 2 chapters are like the pieces of bread, and the most important thing being confidential, it's in the middle. So only the one who is very serious will know this truth.
Yes, so that's another reason. Okay, good. So Suma Mataji, what do you have to say?
Mataji, actually, it is like a jar of a nectar inside the bottle of inside the bottle. We are leaking outside the bottle. That is all like karma yoga and all that. The actual nectar is inside. So as we learn all this, that is what I have understood, Mataji. Only
Yeah,
then we
so-
will be able to go.
Yeah, that is also how people see Bhakti Yoga from outside. It's like outside looking, but the real process is when you go inside. And as Mataji said, yes, because it's the most precious. When you have something very precious, you keep inside the pocket. Don't expose it outside, right? Similarly, Bhakti Yoga is the most secret. And also, as Mataji said, like a sandwich, the essence is in the middle. So it's been protected by karma and jnana. And through karma and jnana, you have to reach to bhakti. That's a final. And also it is said, like a diamond ring, when you keep in a box, then upward and below there is a covering. So middle 6 years it is the essence, okay, of all the slokas, all the Bhagavad Gita. So as essence. So Bhakti Yoga is the highest. And Krishna keeps it very secretly, not in the beginning, not in the end. So earlier Krishna spoke about attaining liberation by working with detachment. Now he spoke about devotion in action. That's what chapter 7 is about. Shri Bhagavan Vaja, Mai Asakta Manapartha, Yogam Yunjan Madashrayah, Asamshayam Samagrama, Yada Nyashyasi Tatshunu. Tatshunu. Shunu means to hear. Okay, you see the word to word meaning Shunu means try to hear. So Krishna says, try to hear from me. That's what we should do. Hear from Krishna and his authorities. Okay, the more we hear from a self-realized soul, the more we can advance in devotion. The more we advance, the more we get detached from material world. The more we get detached, the more we get attached to Krishna. So first process is hearing. Definitely, hearing is the best way to realize Krishna. Who realized Krishna just by hearing? Can you put in the chat? Just by hearing. That person never saw Krishna. Just by hearing surrender to Krishna. Just by hearing. No idea? The Brahmanas used to come to home. Parikshit have seen Krishna in the womb, in his mother's womb. That's why his name is Parikshit, Sunita Mataji. That he came out when Brahmastra of Ashwatthama was coming and Krishna became the thumb size, went inside Uttara's womb and Parikshit saw. That's why after he was born, he was Parikshita means to see, to inquire, like, is this Krishna I saw in the womb? So his name became Parikshit. So he have already seen. Narad Muni, just by hearing, Narad Muni have taken darshan of Krishna so many times. Narad Muni was meditating, right? And after that, Krishna appeared in front of him. Brahma, yes, initially he could not see the Lord, but then he heard the word tapa, but later on he saw. Yeah, so Sharmila Mataji, Chinnaswamy Ganeshan Prabhu has given the right answer. That is Rukmini. Right, Rukmini Devi, she only heard about Krishna. Rukmini, her brother, fixed her marriage with Shishupal, and Rukmini started hearing. So many Brahmanas used to come to her house, and they were so much praising about Krishna. Oh, Krishna is like that, Krishna is like this. And then Rukmini started hearing about Krishna. Always she heard from the Brahmanas. And then Krishna and Rukmini fell in love with Krishna just by hearing, and she decided, I am going to marry only Krishna. She didn't even see him, but just by hearing Krishna's qualities, this one, Rukmini got attracted. And even Shukadev Goswami, when he ran to the forest, his Vyasadev's disciples were singing that 2 slokas, Aho Bhagiyam Stanakalakudam and Badha Pitam Natavarematu. And then just by hearing about Krishna, they surrendered. I mean, he came back. Right? So, yeah, so simply by hearing, this is very important. Yada jnasasi tashrunu. Krishna said, just hear. First chapter, Krishna was hearing. Now, Krishna says, Arjuna, you hear. Okay, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, now hear, O son of Krita, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. So Krishna requests Arjuna to hear both his spiritual and material energies, and Krishna declares that transcendentalists who succeed in truly knowing him is the most rare. And practical application is rare understanding of Krishna and his energies obtained through proper hearing. Proper hearing means submissive. Srila Prabhupada had this quality. He likes to hear. That's what Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati said, right? He likes to hear. Prabhupada had that quality. So to truly know a thing requires more than existential data and awareness of its relation with absolute Shri Krishna. Therefore, one can know everything, material and spiritual, simply by hearing about Krishna. And if we are intelligent, we should accept it. Like there are 2 children, and both of them you told that the fire is dangerous. It will burn your hand. And the most intelligent child understood, oh, my father said I should not touch fire. So he is intelligent. But the second one, little crazy, and he doubted the father. So he went, let me experience what just hearing I'll do. He went and caught the fire, touched the fire, his hand got burned. So that is called Shabda Praman and Pratyaksha Praman, Anuman and all that. So Shabda Praman, this Shruti and Smriti, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam are the Shabda Praman. So we should hear and then realize. So Krishna can be realized just by hearing. Prabhupada says, you have to lend your ears to Krishna. Right? That's first you lend your time, then you have to lend your ears to Krishna. And it is said, I am so many years in Krishna consciousness. It's not just, by EARS, it is EARS. How much years you have given to Krishna, that's what makes you senior and junior. There's nothing like senior, junior, just by age or by years of Krishna conscious practice. Right? If you are just 1 or 2 years in Krishna consciousness and you've heard so much about Krishna, you're more advanced than someone who's like 10, 20 years in the movement, not heard much. So we should develop that ruchi to hear Vasudeva Katha ruchi. How will you develop that taste to hear Krishna Katha? It's a simple way. Vasudeva Katha ruchi. How will you get that ruchi to hear about Krishna?
By serving the purest devotees, Mataji.
Purest?
Devotees.
Very good, yes. Syan Shushusha Shraddhaganasya Vasudeva Katha ruchi. Syan Mahatsevaya Vipra Punya Shloka Nishevanat. Syan Mahatsevaya. Just you have to do serve your devotees, like Srila Prabhupada. You can serve Prabhupada through reading his books, hearing his lectures, distributing his knowledge and preaching and all. So then you develop taste to hearing. So hearing, acquiring knowledge through descending process. To always think of Krishna in devotion, one must hear about Krishna. And hearing from the right source. You should not hear from Avaishnava, right? Mayavadi Bhashashanile Hoya Sarvanash. Mahaprabhu have said this. You should not hear from a Mayavadi. It's also said, Avaishnava Mokavirvam Putam Harikatamritam Shravanam Naiva Kartavir Sarpotishayadabe. As a snake had touched the milk, will become poisonous. Similarly, you should not hear from an Avaishnava. Okay, you should hear from a right source. How to know Krishna in full? Hear from him. Shrunu. Practice Bhakti Yoga, he says, Yoga Manjan, and mind attached to Mai Asakta Manakparta, so in full consciousness. Okay, so that's what full and scientific knowledge is Krishna, not impersonal Brahmana Paramatma. In full means all the 6 opulences, means the absolute truth, the living entity, material nature, and the manifestation, all his energies. And without doubt, he says, without doubt, you first form faith that Krishna is ultimate knowledge and realization. When Maya touches us, the faith gets shaken. So to always think of Krishna in devotion, one should hear from Krishna. So Krishna conscious process reveals full knowledge. Mind is fully attached to Krishna. And there are 9-fold processes of bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pata Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasim, Saktimatmane, Vedanam. In that, Shravanam comes first. And Shravanam of who? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. Prabhupada says it's Vishnu. We should hear about Krishna. Only from whom to hear? Only from Krishna or his pure devotees. Like you have to enroll into an engineering college. It should be recognized by the university, Otherwise, if it's like a quack college, it's not like a university recognized college, you won't get your degree or you won't get the certificate valid. So similarly, we should hear from the right source. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada mentions about the Bhagavatam slokas from 1st canto, 2nd chapter, 17 to 21 sloka. Okay, Srinvata Sukata Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtana, Hrudyandastabhadrani, Vidinodi, Sudhilsara, Nashta Praya, Shabatreshu, Nityam Bhagavada Sevaya, Bhagavadi Uttamasloke, Bhaktir Bhavadinashtu, Tadarajastamo Bhava, Kamalobhata Yashay, Cheta Eter Anavidam Stitap Sakpe Prasidati, Evam Prasanna Manaso, Bhagavad Bhakti Yogadaha, Bhagavad Tattva Vijnana Mukta Sangasya Jayate, Vidyade Hrudayagrandis, Chidyante Sarva Samshayaha, Shriyante Chasya Karmani, Krishna Eva Minishvara. So what is that meaning is? It's a step of advancing. Okay, like hear about Krishna or from Krishna. By such hearing, what happens? Hrudyandastabhadrani, all the abhadras, all the anarthas in your heart, the kama, krodha, the lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, everything just goes and your heart gets become cleansed and act as your well-wishing friend. Krishna purifies the devotee who's constantly engaged in hearing, and natural development of our dormant transcendental knowledge happens. It says, read in Bhagavatam, when a pure devotee speaks, a pure devotee have Krishna in their heart, no? So when a pure devotee, like Srila Prabhupada speaks, the speech touches the lotus feet of Krishna in their heart and comes out. That's why Prabhupada's voice is so powerful. If you just close your eyes and hear Prabhupada's lecture, it's like Prabhupada, he's there in that lecture. He says, even if you play the recordings later on, that vibration is still there and associated with you through that vibration. Because the pure devotee, that's why when they speak, they can change our heart. Now, just by reading Prabhupada's book, just by hearing his lectures, without even meeting Prabhupada, millions of people have surrendered to Krishna consciousness or dedicated their life for serving Krishna. Why? Because he's a pure devotee and he speaks the transcendental knowledge. So there's freedom from modes of passion and ignorance, material lust and avarice are diminished. One becomes steady in pure goodness and one becomes enlivened by devotional service and understand the science of God perfectly. Okay. Hard note of material affection is severe. When you keep hearing about Krishna, all the material things becomes insignificant for you. One comes to a stage of asamshayam samatram, complete understanding of absolute truth, just by hearing. Okay, so that's what the first sloka is about, hearing. The second one says, Jnanam te aham sa vijnanam idam vakshyami asheshataha yatnyatva neha bhuyo nyatnyatvayam avashishyate. I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and numinous, this being known, nothing further shall remain for you to know. There's nothing more to know, Krishna says. This is the absolute, okay? The phenomenal knowledge, numinous knowledge. So why do you say that? This knowledge is, it's like the topmost knowledge. The knowledge is phenomenal. Why do you say so? And if you know this, nothing further more to know. What does Krishna mean by that?
May I, Mataji?
Yes, ma'am. So,
Mataji, he is the ultimate, Mataji. To know about him will be the ultimate.
yeah, so that means Krishna is the, there's nothing about Krishna or equal to Krishna. So if you know Krishna, there's nothing more to know. As Mother said, he is the supreme, like he is ultimate. Nobody is above him. Right? Krishna says. So if you know him, that's the highest. Yeah, all paths aim at knowing Krishna, definitely. All the yoga system is basically to reach Krishna. And it's complete knowledge, right? To know between the difference between matter and spirit. And eligibility of Arjuna to receive knowledge is because he's Krishna's devotee and friend, right? Sakha. He's Sakha and Bhakta. Right? Bhaktosi Sakhachedi is a devotee, friend, non-envious. And what is the qualification to receive transcendental knowledge? Prabhupada writes in the perfect, complete knowledge can be achieved only by a devotee of the Lord in disciplic succession directly from the Lord, because a devotee has complete faith in the Lord. When the cause of all causes become known, then everything knowable becomes known and nothing remains unknown. So Prabhupada quotes from Mundaka Upanishad that Tasmin yu bhagavato vijnate sarvamitam vijnatam bhavati. If we know Krishna, we know everything else. Why? Because he's the absolute, he is the supreme, nothing is above him to know. Everything becomes knowable. And who gives us the intelligence? Krishna himself. Krishna swayameva spurati. It's not easy to understand Krishna through our blend senses. Ada Shri Krishna Nama Vinaba Vitrahim Indriye Sevan Mukehi Jikvado Swayam Eva Spuratita. Krishna reveals as we surrender to Krishna. So for that, we should hear from the right source, and chanting also should be done. So Krishna is the source of both spiritual and material existence, and out of many thousands, one may endeavor for perfection. That's what Manishyanam Sahasreshu Kashit Yadhi Siddhe Yadadam Abhisiddhana Kashit Mam Vedi Tatvataha. There's a nice sloka you should know that out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection. And those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. Right? Thousands may endeavor for perfection, right? But then what happens after that? Like with you, so many enroll for level 1, and then level 2, level 3, level 4, and then you reach level 5. Hardly, only few stays with you. Why? Why thousands may endeavor and then in between many fall down? Why is it? You can put in the chat also. Okay, filling the attendance form. Why is it that why is it everyone is falling down? Not why is it not like they're not able to progress?
Hare Krishna Mataji. They
Yes.
fail to attain perfection, Mataji.
Okay, still, even if they don't go for perfection, still in the middle also at least they don't stay. Yes, Ganeshan Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Those who stick to the principles and steadily follow the norms, they get the taste more and more, and naturally they get elevated in the state, and they consequently come to level 2, level 3, level 4. So it is very important, as it is said here, no, following the principles, and as you said, no, hearing more about Krishna. When the taste develops, and when the person gets the desire to know more about Krishna, to learn more, to hear more, so naturally that elevation happens, is my understanding, Mataji.
Okay. No, I'm not getting that right answer. Many are saying, okay, lack of nishta, get attached to material world, and because of karma. Is Reddy Prabhu?
Mataji, my understanding is that they do not believe. I mean, they may not have complete understanding or belief in personality of Godhead. So that's where they fall.
Before that, yes, attacked by Maya, almost Madhuri Mataji, almost close, no devotee association. But what is that which is most important in advancing in spiritual life?
Shraddha,
Yeah,
right?
after Shraddha.
Sadhu Sangha.
After that,
Pure Bhakti, Mataji. Pure love.
Pure Bhakti is last stage, last.
Bhajana Kriya.
Yeah, in Bhajana Kriya, what is the first step in Bhajana Kriya?
Anartha Nivarti, Mataji.
That is next step.
Sadhu Sangha.
Before, in middle. In Sadhu Sangha only it comes. Who do you need before?
Guru.
Guru.
Taking shelter of a guru.
Yeah, Guru. That's what important is. Guru is important, right? Why people are falling down is they don't get a real Guru. They get a bogus Guru. Most of the time people fall down. Yes, whatever answers you gave, that's correct. They have a lot of material attachment and they're not interested. They don't have faith. They don't have association of devotees. All this is fine. But the Maya catches them, it's fine. But all this happens because they don't have the right Guru, right? You have a Pada Pradarshan Guru, someone who showed you the path to spiritual life. Next, you have a Shiksha Guru. I'm sure most of you stayed mainly because of Namnishta Prabhu, Prem Kishori Mataji, all your Shiksha Gurus, the first Guru you had. Just because of them, you stayed, right? If you'd get a bogus Guru, you wouldn't have stayed till now. Sure. Right? And then the Shiksha Guru guides you to the Diksha Guru. So because of the Guru, you are here. So many thousands of people may endeavor for perfection, but then not everyone will know Krishna in truth, because Prabhupada says many get deviated because of bogus gurus. Mainly this is what is happening in Prabhupada's lecture. Prabhupada says he found a guru having even sense gratification with his disciples. So it was like the worst thing that can ever happen, the guru misusing or exploiting the disciple. That's what's happening nowadays. You can see, you can hear so many stories where a guru cheats, takes a lot of money, or some kind of cheating is happening. That's because of bogus guru. So that's very important. If you have to advance in Krishna consciousness, your guru should be a bona fide spiritual master coming in disciplic succession. So out of thousands, yes, as someone said about marathon race, yes, many goes for marathon race, but then not everyone finishes it. Only the one who got trained under a coach, a sports coach like a guru, can win the race. So similarly, only if we have the right guru can we reach in the right direction. Others just fall down. Okay, and we should know Krishna in tattva. Okay, Yadadam abhi siddhana kashit mayam vedi tattva. Tattva means in truth. We should know Krishna in truth. Like we were reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, and there it is said that Rupa Goswami, when he was about to write about Krishna, who came in his dream? We're not getting that name. Who came in the dream? There was one of the wives of Krishna. Anyone remembers? What is that? Oh, I'm not getting. Rupa Goswami saw a dream, no?
Is it Satyabhama? Yeah.
Yes, Swamiji. Yeah, Sharmila Mataji attends So Satyabhama, yeah. So she came in the dream of Rupa Goswami and said, write 2 dramas. One is Krishna in Vrindavan, one is Krishna in Mathura. And later on, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said to Rupa Goswami, don't try to take my Krishna outside Vrindavan. So that means there were 2 Krishnas. That you all know that one Krishna, which Yashodanandana Krishna was born in to Yashoda in Gokul, and the other one Devaki Nandan Krishna or Vasudeva Krishna, the 400 Krishna in Mathura. And later on, they merged, and then Yashodananda Krishna did all the butter stealing pastime, and Devakinandan Krishna did the fighting with the demons. And when Akrura came, Devakinandan Krishna or the Vasudeva Krishna left Vrindavan, and Yashodananda Krishna stayed in Vrindavan. So this is knowing Krishna in truth. Yeah, normal people can't accept one Krishna, so only devotees can accept this truth, because this is written by Sanatana Goswami in Bhagavatamrita. It has to be true because he is a Manjari, right? So this is what is known as knowing Krishna in truth. Not everyone knows that, right? And so this we have already discussed, that Bhakti process is easy as well as difficult. Why? Bhakti is easy because it requires no material qualification. Anybody can practice. Arpita Niyamita Smarane Nakala, no rules and regulations. But in other sense, Bhakti is difficult to perfect because it's obtainable selfless devotion. Here Bhakti means pure Anyabhalashita Shuni, not Jnana Mishita or Karma Mishita, not my material formula or mental speculation. So various grades of menace, generally mankind is engaged in animal propensities. What are the animal propensities? The 4 propensities seen in animals.
Eating,
Yes.
mating, sleeping, and
Eating,
defending.
mating, sleeping, and defending.
Yeah. Ahara Mitra Vayamaidanam Cha Samane Ekaka Shubir Narana Dharmo Hidesho Adhiga Vishesho Dharme Nehina Shubir Sahana Ahara Nidra Vayamaidanam. So the 4 propensities is mainly seen in animal propensities is seen in mankind, who are actually general kind of people. They are very low consciousness. And in that, hardly anyone is interested in transcendental knowledge. And in that, to get a guru, to go to the right track, to know Krishna in truth, very, very rare. So chapter 1 to 6 is for those who are interested in transcendental knowledge for understanding the self and super self. And that's related to Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, and discriminating self from matter. The middle 6 chapters is Bhakti Yoga. So only by Krishna consciousness, right? Here you can know Krishna. It's a process. Srila Prabhupada spoke in the purport at the Sri Shankaracharya, his greatest impersonals. And he also admits Krishna as the Supreme Personality of God in his Gita commentary. He says, Ekom Shastram Devagi Putra Gitam, Eko Devo Devagi Putra Eva, right? Eko Mantras Tasya Namani Rani, Karmavi Vandasya Devasya Seva, Ego Devo Devagi Putra Evam. So even Shankaracharya says, Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam. Mudamade. So you have to worship Krishna. He is Lord Shiva himself, but still, even that impersonalists have come to that direction. And impersonal Brahman realization is easier than knowing Krishna, because Krishna is Satchidananda person. Brahman is just a light. So position of Krishna is that he's a supreme personality Godhead, cause of all, sarva karana, karana. But non-devotees, they say, some says Bhakti is very easy. Then why they cannot practice Bhakti then, right? Why they choose difficult path? So-called unauthorized path is easy. Speculative scholars and philosophers fall away and they don't get the real knowledge. So devotional service without Vedic authorization is disturbance. It's saying Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Shruti Smriti Purana Pancharatram Vidimina Ekantike Hare Bhakti Utpai Deva Kalpate. If you don't follow Shruti Smritis, the Puranas, okay, if you do it, Ekantike Hare Bhakti, you do it Bhakti in your whimsical way, then Utpai Deva Kalpate means it gives disturbance. Devotional service of the Lord that ignores the Vedic literatures like Upanishads, Puranas, Narada Pancharatra is simply a disturbance in the society. Can someone give an example? Such disturbance in the society who doesn't follow all the Shastras, just like that worship Krishna and cause disturbance. Any example, you know? These people are seen in Vrindavan, these people are seen in, mostly in Vrindavan, I have seen them. They don't follow any Vedic.
Mystic yogis, Mataji.
What?
Mystic yogis, Mataji.
Mystic yogis, very good. Yeah, even they don't follow anything. All this, but then these are they call themselves devotees, but they don't follow Shastra. They don't chant the holy name. They don't have.
Sahajyas.
Huh?
Sahajyas.
Who are Sahajyas, Mataji?
they do not follow the regulations and rules given by the acharyas. They don't have any realizations, and they will just manifest
How do they
the
dress up?
illusions, Mataji.
How do they dress up, Dressing. They dress up
No,
like gopis. They are men.
Sorry.
They are men. They are men. They are prabhus. They are men, but they dress up like gopis. So once we were like shocked to see them. It's like they're sahajiyas in the sense they are men, but they put dupatta and then they dress up like gopis and they call themselves as Radharani or any gopis name, and they just dance in front of Krishna. And you ask your guru's name. Yeah, I don't have a guru. Why? Because I'm a gopi. And what is this nonsense? If you're a gopi, then why you're in this material world? No? Then why is all the acharyas, the four sambardayas have given us the mantra to chant, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself came and showed us the way to back to Godhead, and why is all this shastras for? They don't study shastra, they don't anything, and they just say, they dress like a gopi, yes, Yogi Lakshmi Mataji, yeah, they're sahajiyas, okay, Sakhi Bedis or sahajiyas they're called. That's actually a wrong concept, but still, they think they are the gopis and they don't have to do any devotional service. But then that's not the right way. They cause disturbance in the society, just disturbing. When they see us chanting the holy name, when they see our sadhana, they just laugh at us because they create problems in us. So I remember we were in ISKCON Vrindavan temple, Krishna Balaram temple, and so much loud kirtan was going on. And all the devotees were like just enjoying the lordships. Suddenly all these sahajiyas started dancing. It's called spinana. They start spinning around with their big dupattas and all the gagras they wear. They start spinning, and everyone's attraction was towards them. Nobody was looking at the deities. And it was like so much of nuisance they were creating, so much space were occupied, and dancing in front of the deities are good, but they have their own style of dancing, and they wanted them to become the center of attraction, not Krishna, Radha Shyam Sundar. So that is actually disturbing the society. That's what Prabhupada mentions in the purport. Okay, and who can know Krishna? Only pure devotees can know Krishna, right? Because Krishna gets revealed only to them, and by devotional service. Pure devotees by Bhaktya Mama Bichanadi. There's no other way you can know Krishna. Only a portion of Krishna's inconceivable transcendental qualities can they know. So actually we can't know Krishna fully. He's unlimited, right? Inconceivable. He's achintya. We can't even think about his capacities. So someone asked Prabhupada, you know everything about Krishna? So Prabhupada said, I know what Krishna wants me to know. Whatever Krishna reveals, Prabhupada knows. That's a humble nature. Actually, he knows many things, definitely. Right? He's an associate of the Lord. And the process to know Krishna is Seven Mukehi Jitwado. Right? Adat Shri Krishna Nama Adi. You can't know Krishna's name, Rupa, there is form, qualities, and pastimes. Nama Rupa Gunalila with this material senses. He reveals to the devotees how Seven Mukhahi Jitwado. You have to put your tongue into devotional service, then you can know Krishna. So the impersonalists of Paramatma realized yogis and demigods, they failed to understand Krishna as the son of Yashoda, as Supreme Personality God. And thus, Srila Prabhupada highlights the potency of Bhakti. Bhakti is so important. So many instances where like devotees like Madhavendra Puri and so many devotees, they realized Krishna by pure devotional service. And just said, after many births, one get Vasudeva realization. Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prabhatyate Vasudeva Sarvaiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. Sudurlabha means it's very, here it said Bahunam Janmanamante. So many janmas we have to take, and we should have knowledge. And after that, we know Vasudeva Sarvaiti. Krishna is everything, and that stage is Sudurlabha, very rare. So I was contemplating on this sloka, and I was thinking that, yes, now we are doing Bhakti Shastri, right? We are not 100% Krishna conscious. Can anybody say I am 100% Krishna conscious? No. We have our own defects and anarthas and everything. So definitely, I don't know about all of you. You might be going back. I'm not going back to Krishna this time. So I have to take rebirth. Now, when we take rebirth, definitely since we have done devotional service, we won't fall to an animal form. We'll be in human form. Shuchinam Srimadam Gehe, we might be born in a Vaishnava family or anything. We continue from where we stop, right? So this knowledge, Bhakti Shastri knowledge, whatever we got, that's not wasted. Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan. Prabhupada writes in that purport, who is in knowledge. So many janmas we have to acquire knowledge. So it's not like in one janma, 84 lakh janmas we wasted. In this one janma, we don't have any patience. I want to become pure devotee in this janma and go back to Krishna. Krishna will be laughing there. First, you have knowledge about me. So whenever we study Bhakti Shastri, don't think, oh, what is this? So much to study. Mataji is giving so many things to study. No, it's definitely helping you in your next janma. No, you don't have to study all that again. It's already there. So keep studying. Then you have become Jnanavan, most intelligent and in knowledge. Then we will realize Vasudeva Sarva Iti, that Krishna is everything. And Samahatma Subhurlabha. So who are the examples of these devotees? How do you know that a person have acquired complete knowledge and have understood Krishna is everything? Who's that Sudurlabha Mahatma people? Any example? In every temple, such devotees are there. Who are they? Every temple, if you take, who are they?
Uttamadhikari Mataji.
Yeah, so what do they do? The Uttamadhikaris, yes. So after knowing about Krishna, what do they do? Is ready, Prabhu?
Preach, Mataji. Preach. They preach.
Okay. Preaching is done by a Madhyamadhikari also. Yes, Reddy.
Engage all their senses in the service of the Lord.
Yeah. So engage all the senses in service of God means they become completely surrendered, right? Completely surrendered. Like, for example, like a brahmachari or a sannyasi. No, they have completely surrendered their life for Krishna. Every temple you take, this brahmacharis, they're like completely surrendered to Krishna and who wear saffron cloths and with shika and everything. They completely, their life, words, deeds, everything is surrendered to Krishna. This proves that they have attained complete knowledge. It is said, what is the proof that you have read Prabhupada's book? That you will surrender your life to Krishna. Then it is said they have read Prabhupada's book. Okay, so these are some of the slokas which says that after in many birth only a person can surrender. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani cha arjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mamto vedana kasyanaha. So Krishna can be known only through devotional service, and Krishna himself says he knows our past, present, future. So Krishna knows what our next janma is going to be and everything. Now some people, they go to the horoscope people, to the astrologer to see what your previous janma was. I think that's not important. You should go and ask, what is my next janma? When the astrologer cannot say because it's in Krishna's hands. But a Krishna conscious devotee can say, definitely. Either I'm going back to Krishna, or I'm going to be born in a Vaishnava family where I can continue my devotional service. Okay. So the fourth sloka is about Krishna's energy. Bhumira lova yu kammanor buddhire vacha ahangarami dinyame bhinna prakriti rashtata. Ganesh Prabhu, can you put in the chat what are the important slokas in chapter 4, 7? Is this sloka important? I think so, because
Yes, I'll
just
a minute.
so that devotees also can mark it as you.
There are 3 slokas, 7.5, 7.14 and 7.19.
Okay, 5, 1, 4 and
19.
Yeah, 19 is Bahunam Janmanamante.
Bahunam Janmanamante.
Yeah, that's very important sloka. And 5, Aprayam. And okay, so all of you please mark it. Devi Hesha Gunamai Mamamaya Durudya. Very important sloka. Very important sloka. Yeah. Okay. Start studying now itself. Okay, so that at the end of 12th chapter, you have an ample time. What all of you will do is you'll keep sloka to the end. No, don't do that. Please write the sloka and start studying now itself. It is going to be very easy. And another clue which worked for my friend is, after every round of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that is 108 times, you do 16 times. So after every round, in order not to fall asleep, in order to fix the concentration, she have her sloka notebook next to her. And after every round, she reads the sloka. Like that, 16 times you will read that sloka. Then by the end of the chanting, remember you're doing in Brahma Muhurta. So 16 times you chant the sloka and then you'll never forget it. Just try and see. I tried. It was one of a difficult Bhagavatam sloka. It's a big sloka, but I somehow wanted to learn it. And I was just chanting, and in between also my concentration was going here and there. I was sleepy. Then I thought, okay, let me see the sloka. So just chant the sloka, then you continue your rounds. Forget that sloka, continue your rounds. Or concentrate on the rounds. Then after the next round, again read that sloka. Again read the sloka after every round. After 16 rounds, you will at least you learn half of the sloka. Okay, that will really help. That will really help. And you won't feel asleep also. Because you know you have to study the sloka also. That will help. Have a small notebook with sloka written next to your table when you chant. And then after every round. But then in between, don't go with the sloka. Then your concentration will go somewhere. Only after the every round, you see the sloka. That will really help. If you're doing in Brahma Muhurta, okay, that will really help. Okay. So, yeah, 7.4. So these are about different energies of Krishna, the 5 material elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether. Bhumi, okay, so how is these 5 things in our body? Like Bhumi, where is earth in our body? Where is fire? Where is water in our body? Water.
Blood, Mataji.
Blood is, yes, and the saliva, all these are watery. Then what about fire in our body?
Stomach.
Digestive.
Stomach.
Digestive juice and the fire there. Okay, what about air?
The breathing we do.
Breathing, the lungs, oxygen, carbon dioxide and all. What about earth? Earth means some solid part in our body.
The skin and all the organs, Mataji.
More than that is bones, okay? Bones. Yeah, skin, organs, yes, little bit compared to that, but earth is mainly the bones because calcium is there. And then what about ether? Ether means space. Any space in our body? Empty space.
Lot of spaces.
The rib cage and inside the pleural space, there's pleural cavity and the cardiac cavity and all this, there's little cavity. So our body is made up of the Panchabhutas, earth, water, fire, air, ether, and that's the gross body. The subtle body is mind, intelligence, false ego. Krishna says all this is Vinna Prakriti Rashtada, my energy. This Krishna's energy. Okay, so the science of God analyze the constitutional position of God and its diverse energies. Krishna is the source of both material and spiritual energy. Everything within our experience is combination of these energies. Okay, Prakriti, Jiva, and Ishvara has been explained here. And so everything is in the combination of Krishna. So there are, if you classify Krishna's energy, how do you classify Krishna's energy? Does anyone know? There are 2 types of classification. One is
External energy. And
external energy, very good. That is Bahiranga Shakti, also called as Bahiranga Shakti is called as
internal potency. Yoga Maya.
Internal Mahamaya it is. External potency or Bahiranga Shakti is Mahamaya, the material nature. What you said, Mataji, the internal potency is Yoga Maya. Okay. And what about in the middle?
Tatastha Shakti.
Marginal.
Tatastha or marginal. Good. That's the living entities. Why are we called marginal energy of Krishna?
We have a
Can
choice.
go
Mataji.
either to the
Yeah, we
Yoga
have-
Maya Shakti or with the material
we have a
energy.
choice. Either we go here or there. Like in case of a sea, I have explained ocean. So ocean has a shore and also there is a land. So there is an ocean that's completely water, the land full of a dry place. But in middle, the ocean, the sea and the land, there is a small place of sand where we walk and we play in the beach. Now that place, sometimes in high tide time or at night, the water just goes up and those places gets wet. Sometimes it is low tide, there is no, in summer season, there's dried up and it will be land. So this part in the middle can either be inside the water or it can be dry like a land. So it can go there or here. Similarly, the living entity, either we can go serve Maya, the external energy of the Lord, Mahamaya, and be lost in Maya, or become a karmi, sense gratification, or we can turn towards Krishna and act be in Yoga Maya. So we have a choice. Right, those are Krishna consciousness. Conscious are going near Yoga Maya, others are in Mahamaya. So that's why we are called Tatastha Shakti. Also, there's a superior energy and inferior energy. What are they? One is external, intermediate, marginal and internal energy. Next is superior and inferior energy. What are they? The
Superior is living entity.
Super soul is the superior energy.
Yes.
Jivatma is the inferior. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, superior is the living entities
Living
and
entity.
inferior is the material nature. Okay, so there are like two types. So don't get confused about the classification energy. But all these are para and apara. That's also there. Para and apara. One is internal, one is external. Because everything within our experience is combination of these two energies, Krishna's material and spiritual energy. This information will enable Arjuna to see Krishna everywhere through his energy. When we see Bhumi, earth, we should see that as Krishna's energy. Because everything is Krishna's energy. Prabhupada says, you are so proud that you're building some house. But who gave you the bricks and sand and everything? It's Krishna's energy only. Why this is said? So that we can see Krishna everywhere. Everything is like Krishna's material energy. So apara prakriti, as Mataji said, para and apara. Apara means material energy of Krishna, and material energy is the separated energy, binna prakriti, and it is also called the inferior energy. Okay, don't get confused. Inferior energy means material. Superior energy means the living entities. Also, there is external, internal, and marginal. Okay, so principally consisting of 8 elements. It's a 5 gross: earth, water, fire, air, ether. So 3 subtle elements is mind, intelligence, and false ego. So this is the Mahat Tattva, the 24 elements. That is the 5 gross elements and 3 subtle elements. Then 5 sense objects: smell, taste, form, touch, sound, and 10 senses. 5 knowledge acquiring sense, that is eyes, nose, tongue, ears, and skin. And 5 working senses is hands, feet, voice, evacuatory organ, and procreatory organ, and the unmanifested modes. All this forms the Mahat Tattva, the 24 elements. So Prabhupada's quote here saying, anyone who knows these 3 Vishnus can be liberated from material enchantment. That is the Mahavishnu, also called as Mahavishnu is also called as Karnodakasha Vishnu. Good. So Karnodakasha Vishnu creates the Mahat Tattva to begin the material manifestation. Then Garbhodakasha Vishnu enters into each universes, and it's where the different planetary system are there. And Kshirodakasha Vishnu is the super soul in everyone's heart. So who is the real enjoyer? Material nature being the energy of the Lord is his different Purusha incarnation is meant for enjoyment of the Lord. Okay, and result of ignorance of science of God is one assumes this world is made for one's own enjoyment. It's actually Krishna's. So material science, it comprises of 10 items, the 5 gross and 5 sense objects, and nothing more. And the philosophers, they deal with mental activities. They are also not perfect in knowledge because they don't know the ultimate source is Krishna. So Maya Abhakrita Jnana, they have knowledge, but it's been captured by Maya. The atheistic Sankhya philosophies. Sankhya philosophy is by Kapila Dev says about these gross elements, okay? And 8 energies expand to 24 material elements. And the subject matter for discussion is only for the manifested external energy of Krishna. They don't consider anything with Krishna. Actually, this is all Krishna's energy. Once one Prabhu was saying, why is the sky blue? Why is the sky blue? Those who attended Priyanki Shri Mataji's class will know. Why is the sky blue? Why is the sky blue? Simple answer.
Krishna is Shyam Mataji.
Yeah, because Krishna's color is just getting reciprocated. Yes, he is a bluish black, but still, yeah, Krishna's color is Madhuri Mother sense. So that's the Lord's color getting reflected, right? But then the atheistic people don't accept it. What knowledge do they lack? That Krishna is the cause of all cause. So false ego includes the 10 sense of organs for material activities, 5 knowledge acquiring sense, and 5 working sense. And intelligence refers to the total material creation. This is the whole Mahat Tattva. Okay. So can I stop here? I'll continue because I have a power cut in my place and no charge in my laptop. I had to come here. So, and I have another class soon. So we'll stop here in 7.4. Okay, we finished 7.4. Any other discussion? Anything else left, Prabhu? Attendance form is marked, right? All of you has marked attendance form. Yeah, all of you please fill it correctly. Like last module, many of you had less attendance because of some technical issues. Many have attended. I've seen you, but then if it is not recorded, then what do we do? So please do it correctly. Make sure you have submitted it. Most of you, what I think the mistake is, you type everything, and then before the response, before the submission, you come out of it something. That's why it's not recorded. So please make sure you record it correctly. Okay. Yes, Suma Mataji, Hare Krishna. You can't unmute. Where are you?
Mataji, what about the IDC results, Mataji? And
You didn't get? So already published. You checked your mail. The certificate will be sent to the mail
okay, Mataji, I'll check it in.
from the temple. Yeah, just
Okay,
check and
I
let.
thought I will.
Ganeshwan
And
Prabhu,
Mataji,
Yes, Mataji, I think it has come in total, and hers is also there, I think.
it's a drive, no?
Yeah, it's a
The
drive.
drive, and you have to search and download your certificate. It's already sent long back. I think 1 or 2 weeks back, no, Prabhu?
okay, Mataji, I'll check.
Yeah,
Mataji, and what about my
it's more
shloka
than a week.
marks,
Yeah,
Mataji?
it's more than a week. Yeah.
Yeah, Suma Mataji, I have recorded. It's 9 only.
Okay.
You have done well. Only thing is somehow I missed it. It's done. Okay, Hare Krishna. So after the 8th chapter, we'll have our open book assessment. This Bhakti Shastri is only about assessment, what to do. Then only we become serious in studies. And I hope Bhakti Visha is going well. And please learn from Bhakti Visha. Okay.
Yes, Mataji. Bhakti Vikshas are going well, Mataji.
Yeah, Madhuri Mataji, you have a question? You can unmute once.
Mataji, one of my friend was asking me today that why is the deity color of Krishna different in different temples?
What is different?
Color of Krishna.
Color.
Yeah, deity color. So
Yeah.
then only I could tell about Govinda. I said Govinda because he gives pleasure to the senses of the cows. But then I could not answer other.
Color means, see, basically it's in marble. Sometimes it's Shalagram Shila. Like Radharaman is a Swayambhu deity coming from the Damodar Shila of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. So that's like Swayambhu. Naturally it has come. So it's black. So and then he is blackish, bluish black. So we won't get the exact color marble. So it's like mostly marble in ISKCON temple. So it's like either black marble or a white marble. So based on that, the color is given. And during Chandan Yatra, they put Chandan, and sometimes they mix blue color in the Chandan. So actually nobody can reciprocate Krishna's color. He is bluish black. That's what the Shastra says. It's about the freshly formed monsoon cloud. Did you see a freshly formed monsoon cloud? It's about to rain. And you see the sky. So it's neither blue, neither black. It's like a mixed color. But it's based on different deities. It's given different colors like that. Okay, so we got 18 attendance. Somebody is missing. Okay, just take care and please. I think Gunashri Mataji, you have come in 2 device. Or might be I didn't mark. So anyway. Okay, I think Gunashri Mataji have finished your 2nd module, no, already. So you may not take the exam. It's already done in the, you're just attending, right, Mataji? You already finished with the previous.
Yes, Mataji. I would like to take. I'd like to take Mataji.
No problem, but it's not compulsory. You already done it with your previous batch. Okay, Hare Krishna everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Gunashri Mataji, Ganeshan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Vanchagal Padrubhasya Kripasindhu Patitanam Pavanenam Vaishnavim Namaha Parivarshanam Buddhi Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare